Oh, great. Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you guys are having a great morning. Why don't we find out what's going on in the cards today, okay? All right, let's do it. First things first. Okay, can I please get the first 5 cards to find out what today is going to hold for us? 2 are hidden. Can I please get 3 more? Whoop. Oh boy. Can I please get 2 more? And here's 1 hidden. And can I please get 1 more? All right, we've got the 5 cards out for the day. The one that is upright, which is our center card, is the 2 of Pentacles in its reversal. So this is a decision being reached. For many of you today, you've been balancing something, you've been overburdened, you've been overtasked, you've been trying to carry too many things. Today is the day that you are making the choice to drop them or to blend them. It is a moment that you realize, I always like to point out when I see this card, just because you can do a thing or balance something doesn't mean you should. And so for many of you, today is, and we've been seeing this all week with the cards, there's been a lot of contemplation around putting down burdens, putting down things that are too heavy to carry. So this is very much in the same vein of what we've been seeing, particularly as it relates to the whole week of cards. I want to find out what is being hidden around this because all the other cards right now are face down. So first card we see, 6 of Pentacles in its reversal, which is basically saying you're done. You're done giving your generosity. You're done giving your care. This isn't to say that you're like becoming like, like you're just shutting down, but it's really just this act of understanding that, questioning where you're putting your generosity, questioning where you've been putting your time and your energy. This is what we're seeing coming through right now. We've got a lot of Pentacles, so big decisions today right now as it relates to how to move forward and what you're going to put your energy into, okay? The other card that we're seeing right now is Knight of Wands in its reversal. So I have to point out, we've been seeing a lot of masculine energy right now. Let's keeping in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. When I'm saying that there's a pulling back right now, there's a pulling back. There's a lot of withdrawal activities happening. And particularly for masculine, we've been seeing this all week with this pulling back of their energy, pulling back of their efforts. And this is also really speaking to the fact that I feel that the masculine energy really needs this time for themselves right now. It's been a hairy week. We've been seeing that all week with the cards, specifically even more so for the masculine energy. And so this may, while I'm talking about this pulling back from everybody, this is very much a pulling back from masculine energy as it relates to communication, as it relates to projects, as it relates to potentially outside relationships. This is this pullback that we're seeing. Everything is very much clear. Like all these cards are very much along the lines of everything we've been seeing this week. The next card we've been seeing is, and this is why, because for many, it's really not, I like this. This is, wow, so much Pentacle energy. What we're really seeing is this withdrawal is happening, not necessarily for the wrong reasons. It's because there is a focusing that's happening right now in terms of where you want to invest your energy. So it's not just the fact that the energy is getting pulled back. It's not just that you're pulling your resources back. It's deciding where you want to invest them, because there's new opportunities, there's new possibilities coming forward right now. And these are the ones that you want to turn your attention to. You've kind of, for many of you, you've really honed in on what you want and what you feel you deserve. And you're waiting. You're pulling this energy back because you're waiting for that true tangible offer. You're waiting for the thing that's real. And you're really just saying like, I can't exert any of my energy on anything else but these things that are important. And I actually like that, because this is the progression we're seeing of like throughout the week of the pullback, but then also the offer coming forward. The next thing we see is, again, why is this happening? Because cycles are closing out. For many of you, this is a week that things are just completely ending. Last straw kind of energy. So for some of that energy that you're seeing that with this withdrawal on, that's coming through as the choice is, some of it is a choice. Some of it is an intentional choice to pull back on that energy. A lot of other places, it's really just deciding that there's certain places that you've been putting your energy that it just, there's no restoration. There's no resolution. There's no ability to restore. That something is kind of really, really reached its critical final point. And it's a good moment. Like, I know this card looks a little frightening, but the truth is this is a good moment, because when something ends, when something is completed, it allows for new things to spring forth. A lot of big cards this week. A lot of really, really. And I do agree, you know, somebody did point out it's not a question of closure, but there is some sort of closure here in the idea of saying, even the idea of accepting that there is no closure on something is a form of closure. So can I please get 4 cards to clarify? So we're going to start to do the clarifiers here. So clarifying right now between the 6 of Pentacles in its reversal and the Knight of Wands in its reversal, we have, can I please get 1 card? And this is what I like. This is not just a full pullback. This isn't just a full withdrawal. We see here, much like we've been saying, this is a reinvestment. This is putting your energy, taking your energy away from some areas and putting them in the places that you really want things to flourish and grow. Being willing and also having a lot of patience in this. And especially around the masculine energy, because what we're seeing right now with the masculine energy is a deep slowdown that's occurring. A much steadier pace, not rushing forth in things, but instead taking the time, taking the energy, understanding that you don't need to rush anything that's for you, that it's all going to be there, and investing in the places that you really want to see these things grow. And for many, that's also going to require pulling back on other areas that you just don't feel are productive, or you don't feel like you want to be as generous as you were in the past. Clarifying right now between this Knight of Wands energy in its reversal and the 2 of Pentacles in its reversal. So making a choice, putting down burdens, not trying to balance multiple things, really just fixating on the choice that you're making moving forward, particularly for the masculine energy, because this is going to feel like a pullback for around a lot of that. Can I please get 1 card to clarify? We have the Hanged Man. So there is this decision that's hovering right now, and understanding that something cannot keep going the way that it was. You cannot keep balancing multiple things that you're doing right now. Understanding that a shift needs to occur, particularly for masculine energy, pulling back on their own plans, their own projects, their own potentially relationships. There's a period of solitude that's coming in right now, and this solitude is for the best of reasons, because it's really a moment of solitude to really try to collect oneself, and to do that deeper, getting this deeper knowledge, getting this higher insight that's coming down right now to help you understand where you want to go. I always like to point out with the Hangman, it's not a comfortable position. It's not a comfortable position to be in. But it's putting yourself in a position of discomfort for the best of reasons. It's to gain this insight. It's to gain this clarity. So the energy is going to feel uncomfortable today. It's going to feel very uncomfortable, but it's a discomfort for the best possible reason. It's letting that higher insight guide you as you go through something painful. Continuing on this, clarifying right now between the 2 of Pentacles in its reversal and the Ace of Pentacles. So deciding what you can and can't do, just putting down certain burdens, waiting for the sake of waiting for that larger offer, waiting for that true thing that you want, waiting for the tangible tangible goal of what you are trying to create, what you are trying to build. Can I please get a clarifier for these two? May I please get one card? Can I please get one card? And what's interesting here is this is going to create a moment of activity. So even while we see this idea, while we are seeing this with withdrawal over a period of waiting, this is going to feel a bit like a rebirth, right? It is taking a moment of rest, knowing that the moment of rest is necessary for the new cycles to begin, for the new opportunities to come forward, and allowing these things to kind of have the time that they need in order to rise back up, right? It's like letting the two offers, letting the two options, letting the multiple possibilities merge into a single true offer, and recognizing that that's going to take some time and some energy and a period of rest, after which it will come back. All right, very interesting. Clarifying now between the Ace of Pentacles and this conclusive card of the Ten of Swords. So new offers, making room for new offers, and allowing things that need to end. May I please have one card? Whoop, that's two cards. We have the Lovers. We have the Lovers with the Nine of Cups in its reversal. And this is, what's really nice about this is really this moment of understanding that there are places and areas in your life right now that have been withholding from you, have not been giving you what you need, that are intentionally withholding. This feeling of an intentional withholding, which is why these areas are ending. And the desire for a better union, for a better partnership. This does not necessarily need to be a romantic partnership, but it is a divine partnership. So it is the idea of waiting for what is truly meant for you, holding space for the partnerships and the energy that is going to match you, and understanding that that energy isn't going to be withholding. It's going to come forward very tangibly and very clearly with opportunities and offers. I like that. All right, we're going to keep going. Thank you guys so much for the likes and the shares and the follows. So let's get some clarity right now as it relates to this Seven of Pentacles. So this period of time now, waiting, planting seeds, giving, I'm seeing like a very strong slowdown happening. Like not a lot of activity this week, a lot of ending, but not a lot of activity. And also this Hangman. So really just saying, like, allowing yourself to kind of seek solitude, wait, may not be the most comfortable place, but also being okay with that discomfort. Can I please get one card to clarify? May I please get one card to clarify, please? Whoa, that's way... We're going to take the top card. And that is another 10 card, another closure of a cycle, being ready to move forward. This is all about being able to have some forward progress, allowing things to shift, allowing the energy to change, allowing yourself to move into the places that you want to move into. I have to point out, it's very interesting because we had this card come out this week in its reversal. So just as, like we said, some burdens are being put down for a more long-term plan, for a more long-term productive offer, and understanding that it's going to be hard, it's going to take effort, it's going to take work, but wanting to indulge in that work because it's going to yield the best possible outcome. It's going to take you where you want to go. Don't hate that. I'm okay with that. Clarifying right now between the Hangman. So this feeling of discomfort, this feeling of discomfort, and letting yourself be in this place of discomfort, knowing that it is going to bring you what you need emotionally and spiritually. And also giving yourself this time of rest so that you can kind of come back from this period. And I need to point out also, this is very important, This card we received yesterday, and I believe you'll remember it was in its transverse. So that feeling of disorientation that we were experiencing yesterday has now resolved. Like, there's been a resolution here in terms of what to do. I will say that there has been choices that are made. So clarifying between these 2 points now, can I please get one card to clarify? Whoop. New possibilities, new avenues. You're giving yourself this time of rest and renewal so that you can really plot a path forward. So you can really start to look ahead and make determinations on where you want to go and what you want to do and what that looks like. I do think it's really interesting too. I need to point out, we're starting this week. All of this, all of the things happening in the first top 5 cards are tangibles. They're all in pentacle energy. So there's a lot of things happening around the physical world, but then it's all happening to allow the plans and the projects and the long-term ideas to flourish, because we're now getting a spread of just wands. Okay, so we are going to keep going. So clarifying right now between the 4 of Swords and its reversal. So this rest, this renewal after a time of rest, and this choice to move into better harmony, to look for better partnerships, to find the places and the energies and the projects that are truly aligned to your own to your own energies, and understanding that the areas in your life that are not giving back to you in that same fashion are not necessarily those energetic connections. Can I please get one card to clarify? Can I please get one card to clarify, please? Oh. Wow, so much masculine energy in its reversal. And here's the King of Wands in its reversal. So we started with the Knight of Wands in reversal, and now we're with the King of Wands in reversal. So again, not based on gender, but what you feel aligned to. This is going to hit a little differently depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy. So if you align to feminine energy right now, this is really kind of turning away from masculine energies that you don't feel are looking out for your best interests, that are not necessarily, that's the withholding that we're seeing here. Like kind of looking at these energies and accepting that they're not serving shared interests, that their interests and their plans are very much around themselves, and that there is a lack of foresight and planning around this energy, and that is the detriment to it. That this energy isn't one that wants to communicate, that this isn't the type of energy that wants to work or collaborate with you. It's really just one that's serving itself, and it's following more of their base needs. Now for masculines, what this is really going to feel like today is feeling that it's going to feel like a creative trap, if you will. It's going to feel like there's some difficulty in communicating. It's going to feel like there's an inability to communicate. It's going to feel like a huge frustration point. And I feel really bad because I feel like the masculine energy has been in its reversal all week. I just read the cards, folks. But this is really saying that, and I think that this is why we're seeing this withdrawal of the masculine energy right now, because it really is there needs to be a moment where this energy really figures out how they want to move forward. Because it's very clear that whatever's been going on here for the masculine energy, it's creating this instability point that's making it difficult for you to really figure out or plot a course forward. So that's where we are with that. Okay, we're going to keep going, guys. Thank you guys so much for the likes and the shares and the follows. So we're now going to get clarity into the twos, from the threes. So, and I need to stress this. I just said to you, all the top cards were pentacles. And I did not stutter when I said all the cards that we're honing down to are wands. So we like this, because what this is really happening today, I know it feels like a stuck, but it's actually very productive, because the tangible world is leading to tangible changes in the world, are leading to mental breakthroughs, if you will, or a recognition of blockages that are allowing for breakthroughs to occur. Clarifying right now between the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, which we love, because this is deciding to move forward, making those hard choices, and looking beyond yourself, looking beyond into where you want to go. Can I please get one card to clarify? Okay, we finally have an upright masculine. This is all going to result in and especially for masculine energy. For masculine, it's going to be getting your strength back. This is a point of empowerment that's happening, right? Recognizing this stuckness that you've been experiencing, recognizing that maybe some of the directions you've been going on into have not been the correct ones, is actually what's allowing you right now to kind of set a course on where you want to go. And it's going to be giving you this power back. It's giving you this energy that you feel like you've been lacking all week by making these plans. So this is a huge sign to masculine. Like, if you're feeling stuck today, masculine, start working on those plans. Start working on the path forward, what you plan to do. Focus on your calendar. Focus on how to set a course forward. This is going to get you into a place of power. For feminine, this is really coming through that with this, a lot of attention is being driven right now towards making these plans as well. But potentially because there is a masculine energy on that side of it, or you're aligning more towards a masculine energy that is going to effectively assist or protect or take care of your path. Right? You're moving away from like that negative reversed masculine energy that doesn't really seem to have a plan. And you're moving towards those energies that are very much supporting your plans and willing to protect them. And this is the energy that you want to align to right now, because you know what you want to do, and you know how far you have to go in order to do it. Clarifying right now between this 3 of Wands and this King of Wands. So for masculine, feeling stuck. So there is a bit of a frustration point that masculine will feel right now or today when they try to do these things, as they try to set these courses. Thank you so much for the gifts. So this is going to feel like a frustration point for masculine. For feminine, it's really kind of looking ahead and potentially away from a masculine energy that isn't necessarily helping you plot a path forward. Can I please get one card to clarify? Whoa, that's way more than one. We're going to take the top one. We have strength. We have strength. So I need to point this out. Whatever is happening today, it's leading to an empowerment point. There's strength coming back. So I know even if you're not feeling that, like, even though today is feeling very much like all of these decisions are made, all of these endings, it's all being done because it is creating a sense of strength. This is something, there's a lot of energy here about getting one's power back. So even here, this is an empowering moment. For feminine, it's going to feel empowering, but again, aligning more to energies that are looking to support and protect and defend you. And for masculines, it's taking these steps, even though you're feeling this frustration point, knowing that the direction that you're going to go into is going to create that power for you again. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. All right, clarifying right now between this energy of King of Swords in its upright with strength. So everybody's getting their strength back. Everybody's getting their strength back today. You see, we start off, this is why we like tower moments. We start off shaky, but then we get back up, and this allows us to move forward in a productive fashion. So clarifying between these 2 points, can I please get one card? We've got the 9 of Pentacles. So, and I need to stress this. So and when I said discomfort, this is what I mean with a discomfort point, right? As we move into this, it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to make us really want to focus on where we live and what we do, on the place that we reside, on kind of the world around us, like literally like your home, your environment, and a renewed focus in trying to cultivate that, because there's something about realizing that there's something about wanting to be comfortable with yourself that needs to be worked on right now. And that is also going to create this sense of empowerment. So a big focus, this is feeling very this energy is kind of isolating today. I feel like a lot of you are going to feel like very much like you don't want to leave the house. You want to stay in. You want to feeling a bit dissatisfied about that, but also like just being willing to do it because you're doing that internal work on yourself, but for the best reasons possible. Bottom of the deck on this right now. Here's that same issue. Bottom of the deck is Five of Pentacles in its reversal. So for many of you, there's a deep abandonment wound that's really kind of rising to the surface right now. And this is one of the things I think that a lot of this work is trying to address right now. It's trying to kind of move through this discomfort, because this discomfort is triggering an abandonment wound. That feeling of isolation, that feeling of being alone, but not in a nice way, right? Which is what a Nine of Pentacles in its upright is, but a feeling of isolation that feels very painful to kind of endure. That feels that it's not a cozy feeling. But it's good to work through this, because if you work through it, you can recognize it and you can start to do the work on yourself to amend it, right? Because nobody else can fix this abandonment wound but you. Well, that's the daily read today. That's a collective read. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, gracedraga.com. Please remember, when you book a private reading, it is a two-step process. You have to book the reading and then you have to pay for the reading. If you don't do both, we can't have the reading. So please keep that in mind. Also, if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, thank you so much to my subscribers. You can also take 10% off any of my services when you go to pay for a private reading. Just be sure to mention your subscriber ID when you pay.